Our baby is born with 2 holes in her heart.
किसी माँ बाप को अपनी औलाद के लिए ये दिन कभी न देखना पड़े। बेटी के दिल में 2 छेद हैं की बात बताते हुए बिपाशा बसु इमोशनल हो गईं। बिपाशा ने पहली बार खुलासा किया कि उनकी बेटी के दिल में 2 छेद निकले। उनकी पैदा हुई बेटी जब सिर्फ 3 महीने की हुई तो डॉक्टर्स ने उसकी सर्जरी की, वरना बेटी की जिंदगी बचाना मुश्किल हो जाता। नेहा धूपिया से बात करते हुए बिपाशा ने कहा,
our baby is born with 2 holes in her heart. I thought I'll not share this, but I'm sharing this because I feel that there are a lot of mothers who helped me in my journey, and it took me a lot of, it was very difficult to find those mothers. But I really feel that when you give birth, you don't feel like anything can be wrong with your child, and we were the same as parents, and we didn't even understand what a VSD is. It's a ventricular septal defect, and we were like, what is that? It's, we've heard about it, when kids grow, it shuts on its own. We went through a crazy period, so we didn't discuss this with our family. We both were in a little bit of a blur when we came out of the hospital, and it was we wanted to celebrate, but we were a little numb, me and Karan. And I can just say now, like, it's last 3 months that we are fine, but the first 5 months have been very difficult for us, our journey with Devi. But Devi has been fabulous from day one. She never showed any signs of anything. She's a fighter. She's fierce. She's a super active kid from the time she was born. And we were told that every month we have to do a scan to know if it's healing on its own. But the kind of large hole that she had, we were told that it's doubtful. You will have to go through a surgery. And the surgery is best done when the child is 3 months old. And right now it's quite matter of fact. I'm actually better now. I thought I'll not be able to say this. Basically the information is what I want to give out to people if they are going through something like this. It's like you feel so sad and you feel so burdened and you feel so conflicted, because how can you put such a small child in an open heart surgery? Something natural will happen, and people like us who are believers, who like to manifest, we tried to manifest it with our thoughts that it'll start healing, it'll stop the first month, didn't happen, stop the second month, didn't happen. And I remember the 3rd month when we went for the scan, I pretty much had done all the research. Met surgeons, seen the hospitals, spoken to doctors. And I was kind of, I think, Karan was not ready. I was pretty much ready to kick this out of her. Like, I knew that it had to be, I know that she had to be okay. And I knew she will be okay. So, and she is okay now. But the tough decision was to take that. You had to take the decision of getting your child operated in the right place at the right time. And honestly, it's the toughest thing to take your little child and have these 10 doctors explain to you what all can happen. But still, if you love your child, you must do it. However difficult it is, you must do it, because your future of your child is safe. And Devi had a very successful operation. I didn't have any doubt about it, but it was those 6 hours when she was in the OT. My life felt like it stopped. Karan is generally very brave. I am generally fattu. something else happened. And they say that mothers get some powers. And I remember just before the operation, I had to tell her that, baby, you are going into an operation. Mama, Papa, right there. I had to tell her everything, and I told her everything, and she looked at me and she said, ah. And I felt like, she's looking at me and telling me that, Mama, I'm going to be fine. And um, my husband was a mess. But after the operation, we were told it's absolutely successful and it's the best time for us because we didn't wait even a week after the 3 months. Because and a lot of parents, out of fear, they wait. They fear the operation, so they wait, and they believe. But you're causing a lot of damage to the child, because half of the body's energy is going into the pumping the heart. So the child stops growing. There could be other faculties that are at danger. Um, I had read up. I pretty much became a doctor over that period of time and spoke to doctors in Stanford and the worldwide. And the decision was clear that she has to do it. And my baby is really brave, Neha. I can just say that, in the ICU, she used to make the nurses and everyone smile. And they told me that other kids cry. Your baby smiles and laughs with us. And she's such a amazing, powerful soul that, she gave us strength. Like when I saw her in the ICU, I told Karan, I actually had to throw him out of the ICU a couple of times because he was a mess. And I said, I will never show tears to my child. You have to come there with full power or you'll not come. And first time when I saw her, she looked like she's bare body and she had this dressing and she had this thousands of monitors behind her, tan, 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 and she was like this. And I felt like she's a hero lying there, ready to get up and like, bring it on. And every time I went to ICU, I felt that my baby's so powerful that nothing in the world can ever touch her. I have heard parents, the child's fingers cut